always room for one more.
Oh my goodness, you know, this stuff just never ends with 45. So now 45 is just, instead of doing his Lies Central, he's doing video after video after video, 31 yesterday, of just his usual spiel. You know, I'm innocent, I'm the most innocent person ever, the most honest person, and corrupt Joe Biden and his criminal family, all projection. All projection. He tries to put all his bad deeds on the Bidens, and selling the shirts for his defense fund. I mean, it's endless. So how is this going to work for him? His endless videos. And I think they probably watch his videos before they let him put them actually out online to make sure that he doesn't get locked up. Okay. So he's not, he's talking about Biden and the crime family, etc. But I think they're keeping a real close watch on him, that he doesn't go after Fani Willis or the rest of the judges, etc., because he'll get his rear end locked up. But how are these videos working for him? Let's look and see. At the center, he's doing all he can to hold on, okay? He's putting out, he needs money, okay? And he's trying to hold on so he can go forward for the presidency, okay? But going into it, we already have judgment coming down the pike, okay? He's already being judged. And as usual, he's in his dark delusion, okay? That's what he's peddling. He's continuing to be absolutely barking mad, barking at the moon out there, howling at the light that's coming up. The challenges, his arguments, his fights that he's got going, continuing to put it out because he wants a victory. So he continues the arguments. That's his challenge. And going into it, he's just barking mad. And he's being judged because of the craziness. Above it, we have the Trumpian family, the Trumpian clan. Okay? Now, I think that probably not only is it his own family, but the Magatonians. Okay? Yeah, it's a tower moment for them. It's a tower moment for the Magatonians, and it's a tower moment also for his Viper clan children, okay? That coming up with something new arguments, new things to try to get a victory, okay? So I think it's also him and his Magatonians. We have them trumpeting whatever crap he's putting out there. So that's what's going on. Underneath of it, this is about healing or poison, whichever is being put out there on this emotional level being shared. With the Magatonians, we have those that are, of course, still supporting him in his nightmare moment. And as far as the challenge of going, it's not moving quickly, okay? He's trying to secure things long term with his arguments, whatever new crap he can think of to put out there to a victory, but it's really not going anywhere except for what? His supporters, the Magatonian trumpets, okay? So underneath of it, of course, he's trying to get away with it. He's dragging whatever he can drag along to try to say, because why? He's feeling just, I'm so oppressed. I'm going through so much. So he's trying to serve up whatever crap he can serve up. But behind the scenes, he's in a nightmare scenario. This is about him trying to recoup money and continue to be in control. So he is working on whatever new he can put out to the American public, whatever he can birth out there, so that he can try, as usual, to keep in power and control with the public. And this is mainly his Magatonians, okay? And of course, he's never going to stop with his drama. So we're going to break this down. So what's happening? Grounded, things happening daily. Daily, he's trying to hang on. He's trying to, put himself in a good position, move it forward so that he can keep what? Assets, okay? So that's what he's working on. It's all about the grift, all about getting more money in so that he can pay his lawyers, because lawyers don't like when they get stiffed, okay? They're not going to do the best job for you if they continue to get stiffed. So that's what he's working on. He's trying to put out whatever he can put out to heal the situation, but the only ones that care is what? The Trumpian clan. They're the ones that are supporting him and rallying in this emotional upheaval for whatever he's doing. Okay. We have his new mental spin that he continues to try to put out there, trying to get away with it, because he is in nightmare mode, okay? So he is still trying to offer up whatever nonsense he can offer up with his fights, because he wants a victory, because he is being beleaguered. Oh, poor little Donnie Dark, okay? So Donnie Dark is not doing well. He is in what? Underneath of it all, what's driving everything is a tower moment. He is in crash and burn mode. Why? Because he's being judged, and he continues to put out his barking mad dark scenarios, trying to birth things with the American public, trying to control the situation with the public, okay? Hey, you two, got puppy wars going. They're fighting over a toy. She's not having it. She says, I want the toy. And here he comes. He goes, look what I got, Mom. I got the toy. I got the toy. Here, you two go play. Anyway, so daily, the only one he's impressing with this are the Magatonians. The rest of the public is just like, nah, we don't want to hear it anymore, okay? You're a liar, a thief, and a con man, okay? So the only ones he's impressing with this at the moment are the trumpets, okay? The trumpets, the Magatonian trumpets that are all in the QAnon rabbit hole of delusion. So let's pick a few more, 3 cards, and see what else it's got to tell us about him and his endless videos. That's all he does all day. One video after another, and it's the same old rants. He's got nothing new except for to say Biden's corrupt and Biden's doing nothing, and I made the greatest economy, and I'm keeping you out of World War III, and, you know, I'm the grand savior of humanity. His lies, his fishtails, okay? What he's feeding the public is a manipulation. That's not a surprise. Why? Because he's beleaguered. So he is absolutely in meltdown mode, okay? He's putting out whatever he can try to put out, smoke and mirrors, the joy of the magician, trying to change something with smoke and mirrors. And, I'm not impressed by the magician, because magician is all what? It's all about ego. It's about ego. It's about trying to make a radical change with something. But magicians are what? Sleight of hand. It's not genuine change. They are perpetrating an illusion. Okay? So that's what his videos are about. Trying to perpetrate an illusion of change. Because why? He's in nightmare. He is not sleeping at night. This is driving it, because this is moving forward. It's moving forward. And they have got him by the short hairs, okay? These women have got him by his little niblets, okay? And they are not letting go, and they are twisting, okay? It's bad enough that a woman's coming after him and besting him, but it's a black woman on the top of it, 2 black women. So he's really in nightmare mode. I mean, isn't that just the worst? KKK mind, and who do you have coming after you and besting you? 2 black women. Now, if that's not an ego crusher for him, I don't know what is. So let's see what else we have. His long-term projection of power, what he's trying to do that's moving nowhere fast. He's trying to put this out, what he's trying to serve up, okay, and what he continues to try to construct, to work on, how to aid himself for the long term, trying to line his pockets, but it's going nowhere fast, okay? It's not going gangbusters. It's just kind of sitting there. We have about the White House, projection about the White House, his time in the White House, nightmare scenario with this, and he is doing all he can to put out his rhetoric, because he is in fear mode, he is in meltdown mode, and so he's doing all he can to try to get back in the White House to try to save his lily white tuchus. Okay, his tuchus. I wonder if he bends over and he does his tuchus orange as well. Somehow I think he's got a lily white tuchus and an orange face. Isn't that lovely? Let's do one more. Karma is coming. Karma is that wheel is turning. It is not stopping, and it is strengthened. It is strong with new action. They are not done with him yet, okay? We are not done. Underneath of it, okay, driving it is strong karma and new actions. It's time to pay the piper, okay? So that's what I get with 45 and his endless videos. You know, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. We're going to pull 3 cards and just see what it says here as well. With the regular straight Lenormand deck. And let's just see what it's going to tell us. The center is his life path. Birth to death. Choices he's making, which are what? About obstruction, okay? And moving things forward by obstruction. Now, this is the way he's always done. He's used the courts as an obstruction because he just drags things out and drags things out and drags things out, and that's the way he's won his cases against others, because he had enough money to keep it rolling in courts and turning it over where they could not compete with it. This has always worked for him, but it's not working any longer. Okay, his big playbook where he thought he had it over on everybody and he was smarter than everybody is now no longer working. We have the woman and anchoring in the arguments, okay? So these women are anchoring in these arguments with him. He is not getting out of it. I think this is also E. Jean Carroll, okay? She's anchored in these arguments, and every time he opens his mouth, he defames her again, and she gets yet another huge judgment against him. Oh, can we say it is not boding well for him? We've got his friends, the Powells, that's ending. Okay, we've got the endings, the death knell of conversations. Okay, his friends are having conversations now because he's looking to these conversations, but it's about his demise, his end. Okay, so the conversations are not wonderful. They're talking about this is his potential demise coming in. It's coffin time. That light is, you're trying to keep that light going, but this is what is being conversed about. It actually goes this way. He's looking to these conversations, and they are talking about what his end is in sight. Oh, not a good day for him. Oh my goodness, we're just going to leave that here. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here and we'll see you online. He is in absolute meltdown mode.